how I'm gonna do basic CRUD operation like adding a record, deleting a record, updating a record, or getting the records in NGRX, we'll see in this video. Hi everyone, this is Subrat and you are watching Fun of Heuristic. So on this channel, you will get to know about the programming languages, the framework and all about the algorithm. So please consider subscribing and hit the bell icon if you haven't yet. We have already discussed about our action, reducer, selectors and effects in our previous videos. And we will going to see today that how you can use them to do our basic CRUD operation like deleting a record, adding a record, updating a record and getting all the records. We'll go to the code and here I have done some basic changes in our component. First I'll go to the application, and if you don't know about your action, selector or any NGRX topic, I will link the playlist in the card. Please go ahead and watch that one so that this video will be pretty clear for you. Coming back here again, so I have done some modification in our card. I have added edit button in the card. Once you click on edit, we are making this earning as editable and it will happen for each and every card. So I will show you one by one, like first add and get, because those we have already seen. I will just explain it again. So to add a record, we are adding some movie name. We are adding some earning. We have the release date. I'm just going with the current date. And when you click on add a movie, we are adding the movie in our component. And you guys already know the flow if you have watched the previous video. And how it's working, just to recap, I will go to the component here. While we are adding, we are clicking add new movies. And inside our add new movies, we are dispatching an action called add movie. And we are passing our new movie. And as you know that our component will dispatch action that will be subscribed or that will listen by our effects. And in this flow, we are going to call our API and we'll add the record in the backend. So we'll go to our effects, that is movie effects. And here we are piping the action with our off type and our type is add movie. So this is the action we have dispatched from our component. We are piping add movie action with our concat map, and inside that we are getting the movie what we have dispatched with our action, and we are calling our service here. We are calling data service.add movie and we are passing the movie, and what the response we get from that, we are piping that again with our map operator and we're dispatching a one more action called add movie success, and that we'll use in our reducer. And before checking our reducer, I just want to mention that we have used concat map here because the concat map will concat all the operation one after another. So someone is adding a movie, before we get the response back from the server, we can add another movie. So that can be a possible scenario. That's the reason we have used concat map here. And why I'm saying with this, I saw in a lot of places people are using switch map, and that is not correct. Switch map you will use if you want to eliminate the previous call and you only want to use the current call which is made by the user. But in this case, it's not required. So that's the reason we have used concat map here. So we'll go to our reducer, and inside our reducer and in our movie reducer, we are listening to our add movie success action, and in that, which movie we are getting means which movie we have dispatched with our add movie success as a payload. That movie we are getting here, the state and the movie, and we are appending our state with our movie. It's not appending as it's immutable, so we have created a new array and assigned back to our state. And that's the reason our new movie is got added in our list. And to display this record, you know that we are using our selector. So I'll just show you that again. So inside our selector, we are querying all our movie. We are querying which is the current user, and we are just filtering that and returning that to our selector, and that selector we are using inside our movie list component as an observable, and we have piped that one in our ng4 using a async pipe, and we have covered all this pretty extensively in our previous video. So if it is looking a little complex to you, so please go ahead and watch them so that it will be clear. And now we'll see how we are getting our record. Instead of making a post call, we'll make a get call. So I will just explain that again. So in our home component, we are making a call get all movies. Inside that we are dispatching action called get movies, which action we have used inside our effects, and we are piping that action with our exhaust map, and inside that we are calling get movies, which is present in our data service, and we are piping that one with our map operator, and we are dispatching an action called get movie success, and we are using this get movie success in our reducer as get movie success, and we are returning the movies what we got from the server. And why we have used exhaust map here? Because it will exhaust all the after call before you are getting the response. So think like, suppose you make a call, before you get the response, you are making some more calls. So then it will just exhaust all those calls which you call in between. And that is a perfect scenario for get all movies. And now we'll see how to delete a record and how to update a record. So deleting a record will be kind of similar, but updating a record has a catch. So we'll see that. So first we'll cover the delete, then we'll go for the update. So I have added the delete functionality in the application, and it's kind of a similar to what we are doing in add and get. So we have added two action called delete movie and delete movie success, and both of them has the payload of movie ID, because to delete you just need a ID to send to the server. And in our application, on click on delete, we are calling our delete method. So I will just go there. So here we are calling delete movie, and we are passing the movie ID from our HTML. If I'll just show you here, delete movie, and we are passing the movie ID. And inside this, we are dispatching our action delete movie, passing the same ID. In our effect, I have added another effect called delete movie, and the same we are listening to the type delete movie. And here we have used merge map, and the reason is merge map will merge all the call, kind of a parallel call. So what the difference between a fork join and merge map is, fork join you will get the response all at once, but in the merge map you will get the response randomly, so your order of getting the response is not guaranteed. And why we have used merge map here? Because a user can delete multiple movies or multiple elements before we got the response from the server that it's got deleted. Inside that we are calling delete movie, and we're passing the ID to that, and in the response we are not getting anything, it's just a success response. For now, in all the effects I am not catching the error, means I'm catching the error with the empty observable, but you should always catch your error. You should always dispatch an action here, like for this case delete failure, or for our add movie case add movie failure, so that you can grab in your reducer and do some action to that. So as we are dispatching delete movie success in our delete effects, we'll go to our reducer, and in our reducer in delete movie we are getting our movie ID which we have dispatched in our effects, this one delete movie effects, and that ID we need to remove from our state. So we are using the filter in our state, and we are just saying give all the record which is not same as our ID. And again, as the state is updated, so it will notify the selector, and selector will emit the data to your component, and component will delete that record, means it delete the record from your HTML. So if I'll just press delete, it will going to delete, and in your action you can see we got delete movie and delete movie success. And now I'll show you the use of merge map inside a delete. So I have just explained, so we can see now in action, and for that I have added a delay of 2 seconds in our response. So I will go ahead and press delete in our multiple card, and you'll see it will go one by one. And in our effect, instead of merge map, if you will use switch map or exhaust map, this will not going to work, because in the switch map it will be deleted in the server but you will not get the response, and in the exhaust map it will not going to call the server also. And now we'll see how to update a record, and it's little different, and the reason is all our state data are immutable. So here you can see that we are iterating through the data which we are getting from our state, and that is immutable. In lots of scenario, if you're iterating through in a table, there are some requirement that we should be able to directly edit where you are rendering. So if you don't want to go to a next page or don't want to open a model just to edit that particular record. So I will just show you two approach how to do that. So the first one is how I'm doing it here, and the other one I will show you little later. So what I have done here is I'm not directly editing the record which is present in our state. I have used a variable, and that I'm using to store our earnings, and if you change some earnings, then while dispatching an action for update, we'll assign that earnings to as a new object and we'll send that to the server so that the server will update and will update our store as well. So for that, I have taken two variables, selected index and earnings. On click of the edit button, we are calling enable edit. We are passing the movie and passing the index. Inside our enable edit, we are assigning our selected index and we are assigning the earnings which we got from our movie. And once you click on update, we are extracting all our movie and then we are updating our movie's earning. Then here we'll dispatch an action for our movie. And this approach will help you if you're only updating a single record. Like I told, you are displaying in a table and inside the table, all the fields are editable. And the user don't want to navigate to a separate page just to edit the same table. And another approach can be, instead of iterating directly through your movie observable, we can have a separate variable called movie, and that movie can be populated on the subscription of your movie observable which is coming from your selector. So instead of directly using in your HTML as a async pipe, you will create a local variable in your component and you will copy the whole object to your movie local variable so that now it is not read only. Either you can do like this, or you can get the data from your selector and you can assign that to a form, means a reactive form group, and you have all the fields, assign the data. And that's the way also if you are using form to render your data or update the data. But if you don't have to edit anything or one field is enough, it is always advisable to go with the async way. So we'll go ahead and create our action update movie. So I have added the code for our update movie, and here as you can see, we have added two action as update movie and update movie success, and the payload is movie which will pass while dispatching those actions. On click up button update, we are calling the update and we are passing our movie, and inside that we are extracting that movie. We are updating the earning as I shown just before, and here we are dispatching that movie with our update movie action. And we'll go to our effects. So in our effects, we are listening to the of type as update movie, and inside that we are piping that with our concat map. And here we have this concat map is the same region as we have used in our add movie, and inside that we are calling our server, that is update movie, and on the success response we are dispatching our action as update movie success and we are passing our movie. And this update movie success we are listening in our reducer, and here there is some tweak. So we need to update that particular movie which present in our state. So what we are doing is we are iterating through the state using our map operator. If our IDs is same, which is the updated ID, then we are returning the movie we got from our success. And if it is not, then we are returning the same movie which is present inside the state and returning the whole array which we got after the map, so that it will update the state. And you can say that, Subrat, just to update, we don't need to do a lot of things. And you are right. And for that, we have a extra package called NGRX entity. And we'll see that in the upcoming video, and that will reduce lots of codes, and that will be pretty cleaner and pretty efficient as well. So please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you will not miss that videos. Once it got updated the store, so the selector will do its work. What I have done is once it's got updated, I'm just removing that input field which we have taken just to update. So if I'll just click here and if I'll just update some value, you will notice that it will go back to the previous value, then it will update. So if I'll just press update, as I'm using a separate variable just to maintaining the immutability so that it is going back to the previous value. Then once it got updated, selector is emitting that value. Now it's updated. And this you can see in your tree, in your Redux DevTools, that our earning is updated. So if you just expand, our earning is updated from 2789 to the new updated value. So this is how you will do your CRUD operation like add, delete, get, and update. So update is little different because you need to edit the immutable data, so that you need to do some tweaks. So that's it for today, guys. Today we saw how you can do all the CRUD operation in NGRX, like deleting a record, adding a record, getting the record, and the most important, updating the record by doing some tweaks, because all our data are immutable. So please hit the like button if you are liking the video till now. Please do subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will not miss future videos. Please do share this video among your friends, family, colleague. Let them know how they can do the CRUD operation in NGRX. Please give your valuable comment in the comment section below. Those are pretty helpful. We're going to meet in the next video. Till that, stay happy. Bye bye.